So,
I'm Graham.
I'm Dave.
Welcome to the Mental Health Podcast. Today we're just going to have a little chat about what we're going to be doing and how we're going to be doing it to try and raise awareness of depression, anxiety, and things affecting people our age, older and younger in our communities that's overlooked.
Yeah, basically this is just a slight introduction today. So this is kind of like a trial run. And basically, I was talking to Graham a couple of weeks ago about this, and I'm saying like it might be a good idea to actually get up a podcast going and talk about mental health and help people through strength and fitness and competing, and it's just all a bit maybe helping someone get up, get out there and get active, while helping them mentally, and hopefully it does work, we're not really too sure where we're going to go with this, so I suppose we're going to give a little bit of background about each other, and we'll just kind of roll from there, and then maybe we'll just
We'll ask you questions out to you and what you would want to see and what you might want to hear. Anyone who might want to get involved in it, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
We have our small circles of people that we know, and we have people who've been hit by depression and use fitness to get over it. Like myself personally, I've had many ups and downs in life, and the one thing that's always drawn me back and kept me safe mentally and physically is training. Strength training, whether it's through rugby, through strongman, to powerlifting, or just getting lean, getting active, getting fit, running, jumping, whatever it was. Fitness has always been a thing that has kept me going. Has been, no matter what has been going on in my life, the gym will always be there, the work will always be there, the training will always be there, and it's very uplifting. And I know an awful lot of people who depend on it day in, day out, including my clients, my family members, my friends, that it's not just whether you're competing or you're looking to compete or you're just showing up, getting on the treadmill or getting on the cross trainer or lifting the weights from A to B without any great craziness or plan, just doing something to make yourself feel better.
We'll tell you what, Graham, I think we'll start with you, since you're kind of on a roll. So, like, you're talking about like fitness and strength conditioning and stuff like that helped you. So how did it help you, and when did you decide to start all this? Were you active as a child? Did you stop training at any point that you said you needed to get back in? Or
my whole life I would have been not very good at sport, but I turned 12 and was much bigger than all the other kids, and went to rugby and was up to water. Spent most of my teenage years playing rugby, into my 20s playing rugby seriously and not so seriously at different levels, but mostly enjoying myself being active. At around 24, 25, I was playing in my club Kildare, and I got a bad injury that led to circumstances that had me very depressed, injured, sick, sad and sore. I had a vertebrae damaged, I had multiple disc herniations, left effect, and I didn't have anything except myself and my brain to drive myself mad with and not really go anywhere. But luckily enough, I got the strength to figure out that I need to go back to one thing that's always looked after me, which was fitness. And as much of a struggle as it was, I got advice from people around me, good people helped me, and I stepped back into the gym, and as little as I could do, I done something. And it brought me back step by step, little by little, and I walked 1,000 steps to get where I am now, and I would do them all again 100 times over if it meant getting the sense of fulfillment and happiness I have now. It was the thing that pulled me out of a bad time. It's oversimplifying it, but that activity day in, day out was the thing that led me to believe that I can overcome my mental issues, which, as small as they were, felt like massive boulders at the time. So no matter how small your problems are, they might be overwhelming. They consumed me completely. And it was a little thing like getting active, doing a bit more every single day, from advice from people. I learned advice from everyone. People tell me I should do this, and I took advice off everyone. I ended up going down the road and listening to one of my friends, Richard, said, you should do strongman. And it completely changed how I thought about training, where it was just the purity of picking something up and moving from A to B, and everyone in the community was super supportive. Like, even if you're bad at it, they'll still be supportive of you. They want to see people do better, want to see people do better for themselves. And that's what the draw to me was, and how nice people were. And I've met many friends through it, lifelong friends, and they're super supportive. even we skip, we joke, but at the end of the day, you pick up the phone and ask for help. They're there, and I think that a lot of people need to realise that that type of community is out there, and these people genuinely care. It's not just big lumbering men throwing away from it to be. We're all good crack, we're all happy with it, and anyone who comes into our community will do everything we can to help them with whatever issues they have. So that's what we're about. So what got you into fitness or health?
Fitness and health, well, I suppose we'll start. When I was a kid, it's kind of the same. I wasn't very sporty, but I did a bit of that. I did, and I never really kind of stuck with it. Like, I didn't kind of push myself to get better. I kind of just did it. It was a Saturday morning. Went to training once, twice a week, and it was just kind of to pass time. Then I suppose the reason I got into fitness itself, basically it would have been maybe it was a confidence thing for me. Kind of shy as a child. Well, not shy, but like wouldn't go out of my way to talk to people or go and do something. I wouldn't have the confidence to go up and just talk to someone and stuff like that. And with the gym and stuff like that, I don't know, I always felt like maybe I could be bigger. Maybe I could be the bigger guy, the guy you could go and like everyone would look at and go, "Oh man, look at him," you know. And maybe that's it was just and basically that's what it was. I wanted to be the hero. I wanted to be the Batman. I wanted to be the Superman. I wanted to be the Spider-Man. I wanted to be the Hulk. Everything, all wrapped into one. And so that's it. So the more and more I went to the gym, the more and more I felt better about myself. And like it got me socialising with people. I met some amazing people over all the years from being in gyms, and then when I started competing in strongman nearly 10 years ago, I met some amazing friends that I still have now today, and I still talk to quite regularly. And I've been quite lucky with my circle of friends through strongman.
You were in the wrestling as well for a while.
I did wrestling. I did professional wrestling with a group of friends there. That helped me as well, you know. But I think what made me get into fitness was maybe it was a confidence thing, you know, to try and make me better, you know. And I'm sure, like, well, I do agree. I think confidence and depression, both of them, kind of coincide with each other.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I wasn't overly depressed, but I'd have felt maybe a bit sad at times and stuff like that, and made me feel confident, made it better for me, you know.
You might have been lucky enough that the training was good enough at that time to offset the fact that you might have led on to worse.
Well, I don't think it was that the training was good, because I can tell you that it was awful.
We thought we knew what we were doing.
Yeah, we thought it was terrible. Like,
in hindsight, we luckily we made it through alive.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, and it's just I suppose the more and more training I did, the more I just started feeling better. You know what I mean? Especially when I started to kind of like actually put the head down on there and did fitness and personal training course. I did, nearly 15 years ago, 16 years ago, and it kind of all went from there, and it just built up my skills and knowledge and stuff like that. And yeah, and then like to where I am now, and like I'm kind of going off a bit off subject with like about mental health here, but like the reason I'm kind of bringing this up is because like I built my fitness background. I built all them tools to train and better and to manage myself, and only in the last couple of years I've gone into a social care setting now. I'm working for a social care company. I'm working with vulnerable people, and I've found that exercise and fitness have helped them with true depression and anxiety, help their depression, their anxiety, and day to day, you know, I'm trying to make them a better person and stuff like that. And this is one of the reasons why I was talking to Graham, and I was saying, well, maybe we can do something, maybe we can help someone, and I would kind of go from there, you know.
Yeah, even if you only help out one or two people, that's
Yeah,
enough.
and even if it's just somebody bored out of their head and just want something to listen to,
Yeah, we're more
well,
than the
there you go. Yeah,
But it's with also people yourself. You might find that you have the same kind of feelings or emotions regarding your training as being a very important anchor to building yourself or getting over things, whether it's self-development or whether it's getting over depression, anxiety, loneliness, sadness. Like the gym can be a great social place to meet good people with similar minds. So whether you find this kind of hits home with you, even to like or share or to get in contact or tag friends who you know in the social circles that you train in, they might put it in their line of sight that they might see that this might be something that they want to get involved in or simply just to watch. Because we have a lot of people who have showed interest and sent us messages regarding wanting to help us, which is fantastic. People who work in the area of fitness, people who are just into fitness themselves, people who have overcome things, people who are going through things, whether it's beating eating disorders or dealing with bigger demons they've had in their lives, and fitness is the thing that's kept them grounded, kept them like that's their core identity is identified within fitness, and that's what keeps them safe and strong, which is a great thing. It shows that it can do huge aspects of your life, whether no matter what your background is, where you grew up, what your education is, having a strong mind through a strong body. I know overrides that. All the barriers go down. It doesn't matter any social background. But in the gym, you're there to train, do your job, and help others out. And that's what the gym is. It's a level playing field for everyone. No matter who your mommy or daddy is, it doesn't matter. The strongest guy at the end of the day is going to win the competition. The nicest person in the gym is the person who's giving the most help to people, and that's what we want to do. Is we want to help, plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just as we go on through podcasts, we're going to try educate as much as possible. So like we've given bits of training tips and stuff like that. And we're planning, and we've confirmed a couple of people that are willing to come on as guests, and they're going to talk about how health and fitness has helped their mental health, and they're going to give tips about what they've done to help them, and maybe some of these tips can help you. There's some amazing stories going to come in the next couple of weeks. There is, and like I just really hope somebody just is watching or listening, and they do see something and it does help them, But as Graham says, like we want to hear your story, so like just send a message to us on Facebook. There'll be an email address there as well, so you can send an email and just have a chat with us, and we'll contact you back, and maybe we can help you with something, or maybe if you want to share a story, we can read it out one day. Get involved.
Help us, help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the more people we know are interested in such a thing, the more information we provide in different areas of life. And we don't know what the backgrounds that we impacted. Those is a very small circle. Where you might have had a different background, maybe you might have been in dancing or ballet or something, or anything crazy, and that type of exercise or that type of routine has helped you create lots of confidence or keep you anchored into a positive mindset. Because at the end of the day, it's how happy you are in your head, it's created in your mind. So whatever tools you've used, whether it's fitness, exercise, running, sprinting, marathon, any form of exercise, or just lifting that bar from A to B, we'd like to hear your story, because it's all relatable. It's all about getting that ticker beating nice and strong and feeling like you've accomplished something physically without being dragged down by all the crap going on in the world. So it's just you let your body take over without having to worry or talk or do. And that's the attraction to fitness for me mainly, is I don't have to talk to anyone. I can work on myself, for myself, or anyone having any input or agenda. It's simple. It's my body against whatever I'm pushing.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing with gym training. Like you're the only one that can do it. You're the one that physically has to move to actually to do it. So if you have to do a bench press, or if it's walking on a treadmill, or if it's doing a bicep curl, or it's going for a run, you actually have to do it, and that's going to help you. It's going to build your confidence. It's going to make you feel better. It is, and that's exactly what we want to do, So, like, let me see. So where we go, we'll kind of go back maybe a little bit about ourselves and stuff like that. Right. So Graham, you were talking to me about you were saying about you getting injured and stuff, and you were saying like it was affecting you going back training.
Yeah, my injury was basically took everything I would have anchored myself into. So I had anchored myself growing up as the big burly man, like the big, strongest in the group, strongest in the team, very physical within my sport, very aggressive within my sport, and being a high impact player. So that means me basically going as hard as I can into every contact situation. But when my back was damaged, walking down the stairs wasn't really a fun option, never mind going back onto the pitch and running hard. So this idea that I built up in my head of myself was completely destroyed, and at the time I became distraught in a sense because I didn't have what I had seen myself as. So my first step back into fitness was, what can I do to get rid of this pain? Never mind getting back onto a rugby pitch, but actually getting up day to day, dealing with the physical pain. But the big issue here wasn't my body. My head was telling me you were broken, you're a crock, give up. So as bad as the pain was, the inability of me to get out of the bed and overcome being sad was way harder than stepping into the gym. Once I'd addressed the fact that, right, this is the injury, it's not going to change unless you get active. Until I addressed my mental state, my physical state was never going to change. So the fact I made the agreement with myself that it's, listen Graham, all or nothing, you have to start moving yourself to be better, to get back to square one. I found a therapist that helped me massively and told me you need to go back and do this. And even when I was told I could go back and do it, mentally I still had to overcome the fear of what if I go back and I fail, what if I go back and that. But I went back in at the smallest step, sitting on a bike, doing 10-15 minutes until my back spasm, and then I'd go out, stretch for 40 minutes, go back in. I'd done this repeatedly, day in, day out. But within a week, my mental state had improved because I'm achieving something. I'm now 15 minutes on that bike. Whether it's 15 minutes on a bike or deadlifting 300 kilos, the first thing is to overcome the fact that you think you can't do it. Like once you get there, you become mentally stronger. Just a simple thought of I can or I will attempt is better than anything else, because you can sit there and not attempt. But once you start to make the decisions to move forward with action, the gym becomes a very good place for feeding your head, because all of a sudden, whether you come off 5 minutes, it's all very scalable and manageable. So you can see whether I did the 10 today or 11 tomorrow, that's an improvement. You don't need anyone to tell you. It is what it is, and your goals are very intrinsic.
Absolutely.
Whether my goal was to walk without pain, that's what it was, and I did. And then my goal was to run without pain, and I did. Then my goal was to squat on a bar, and I did. But all it was me going to the gym one day, the next day, the next day. There was nothing crazy or dramatic. I have pictures of the transformation. They all look insane. I don't find them insane. I just think them logical. I took this many steps, and I got to where I was. And one of the first thing I had to overcome, the ground level, was telling my head, let's start, let's do this. Ask for help, which I did, and then start moving, which I did. And that was the groundwork for everything I've done for myself. And everything I've done in my job now, which this is what I do now. Everything I do in my job is to making people's lives better and helping people get from A to B, feeling better at what to do and why to do. But all it took was me to decide, like, I want to feel better about what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the action, and all it was a positive mindset, one step, and my whole life is transformed dramatically. And I've gone back to the way I used to train when I was 14 years old. Bar on my back, standing down, sitting up, picking it off the floor. It's come full circle. And the thing about it was that it saved me. End of story.
Yeah. You see, like what Graham said there, like the gym helped him, but like what we're trying to push at, it doesn't have to be the gym. You know, to get you moving. Like even if it's just a walk, like Stan Efford, he pushes people to just walk 10 minutes a day. Or 10 minutes after each meal, and even if you do 2-3 times a day, like you're still being active, you're still moving.
It adds up.
And it adds up.
Very
fast. Like if you think about it, like a 10-minute walk is nothing. A 5-minute walk is nothing. If you do a couple of 5-minute walks, they'll all add up. Like for some people, maybe walking on a treadmill will take. They'll say, I'm not going to get a workout if I only walk for 5 minutes, but like, I have to do 30 minutes, but I find 30 minutes very boring. I don't want to do that,
No,
and it's awful. But if you think about it, if you walk for 10 minutes 3 times a day, you've done your 10 minutes of walking.
And even if it's around the block, it's very
that's
simple.
it.
Whether it's raining or sunny, you throw your jacket on, you go for a walk. You come back to the house feeling better.
Yeah,
and you
absolutely.
can't deny that once you've gone and done a simple walk, no matter how bad you're feeling, the air going into the lungs, the head just views life a little differently, you're moving forward. That's the most simple and effective way of getting yourself moving forward. The first thing, so while you're doing it, put the podcast on, listen to us talk for 10 minutes, and see how far you get. It's like 10 minutes isn't a long time. You'll spend 10 minutes looking at random videos on Instagram. You may as well spend 10 minutes walking after one meal to make yourself feel a little better. And that's where we're starting. It's tiny steps.
Yeah, that's and that's it. Like, yeah, it is. It's just taking that initial step, you know. Like, even if you're thinking about it, like, and you're saying, "Oh, I'd love to do it." Don't love to do it. Just do it. You know. Just get out there, and that's what it is all about. It's just about that getting out and doing it. You know.
Not overthinking the situation.
No, and that's it.
The biggest problem with people, I think, when they think that there's a million different ways of doing it right, there's a million ways to do this thing called exercise. But the first thing is making one simple action, and the easiest thing is to walk. You're designed to walk. No matter how fit or unhealthy you are, even you can do 5 minutes. That is a massive beginning towards changing yourself. Your body will thank you for it. But simple thing like a 5-minute walk, it's nearly impossible. I do some of my over 60s class, over 70s class. Every one of them has to walk minimum 10 minutes to get here. Don't let that be the thing to stop you. There's no excuse for not being able to do a 10-minute walk. You know, ask a friend to help you if you're struggling. But even at that, walk into a gym, go into sit on a bike. 10 minutes on a bike in a gym is fantastic. But the simple steps are the easiest steps to start with things. 1 step forward, 10-minute walk. Easy thing to bring in.
Absolutely, yeah. That's it. Yeah. Anything else now, Graham, before we kind of wrap up, please?
No, we've said what our intention of this is. So if you have any suggestions for us or anything you'd like to hear, or anyone you know who might be interested, who has an amazing story, again, geez, we want to hear from people. I've crossed some paths with some fantastic people in my life, and they've done amazing things with their body that still blows my mind. And no matter what the age they are, like I have people I train in my 60s and 70s with multiple black belts, multiple double marathons, and there you might see it's just a little old lady crossing the road. So we want to hear back from you. If you know anyone or you yourself has a story that you find interesting, you feel like you've done something amazing, the more people that will hear such stories, the more people inspired to make their own little change in the world. And that's what we want to hear back. So if you have any suggestions, give us a shout.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, as I said before, you can put a message on Facebook. Just send us a quick message, or if you want to write a big essay, and we'll have a look at it, and we'll get back to you, and we'll have a chat with you about it, you know. And if there is anybody wants to share, or anybody, as Graham says, anyone knows anyone that maybe can get some help from this podcast.
Even if you need help, if you want someone to give you a pointer in the right direction, it's very simple. Send us a message and we'll help you for free. It takes no energy for us. It's a simple, what should I do with this or that? Like, it starts with that simple direction. So whatever you feel you might think you need from us, it is a mental health, so we'll cover as many aspects as we can, as our lives and our careers, our credentials will cover. And even at that, we're looking to have people who are in the likes of the mental health game as well, working particularly in the more seriousness of mental health. And we've people who've worked in the industry for 30, 40 years who we'll be bringing in to talk about how fitness has helped them. So be afraid to ask any question. We'll send you in the direction of people we know, or we'll help you within our means. So just give us a shout if you need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we'll wrap it up for now. As we said, this is just kind of like a small promo video, just something small for you all to kind of watch. We didn't kind of want to get into that in detail today. We didn't want to pick a topic or anything. We kind of want to wait until we actually got a guest in, you know. And we're hoping to have someone maybe next week or the week after, and that's when the next podcast will be. And we're going to build from there, you know. And we've only got a small setup at the moment, but as time goes on, we are going to.
Anyone that wants to get involved in this who's a little more tech savvy than myself and Dave, any help is needed, any criticism, it's always needed. The better we can make this, the more appealing we can make this, the more chance the messages comes across. So we want help as well. Like, you know, whatever you see we can do, we'll be more than welcome to listen. Yeah, that's good. Well, thanks very much. Thanks for listening. You got this far. Yeah, absolutely. We'll hope to hear from you soon, and you'll hope to hear us again soon. Yeah, so like and share the page. It's the Mental Health Podcast. We're on Facebook. Just have a look for us. Give us a shout. Give us a shout, like and share. Go on, take it easy. Thank you.